Essentially, a shelter box contains a host of equipment that people would need in a disaster situation. Just imagine you've lost absolutely everything, your home, all your possessions and everything else. What we've got here is a box that really can replace as much of your home needs as possible. This box contains a host of cooking equipment, so you can start getting some food heated and hot water and so on. It comes with a stove, either a stove like this that's a wood burning stove, or we have some multi-fuel cookers, and we'll depend on where we're sending the equipment on what kind of cooker we're going to send with it. Very often water is a big problem, and this is a water purification device. It's called a family life straw. It'll process thousands of litres of water and keep a family in hydration for a long period of time. Also in the box we've got water carriers. These expand to carry litres and litres of water. We'll put in something for children, so if it's cold circumstances such as they're experiencing in Japan at the moment, there'll be occasionally hats and gloves that will be put in the box to try and keep children warm. Also for children, we put in a bag with kit that's got crayons, pencils, the useful kind of things that children would need. Because one of the big problems very often, and we've seen that already in Japan, is that people take over schools and centres that really are useful to the community. And the more that we can get people out of those centres living in their own accommodation, we can free up the local facilities for the use for which they were intended. A lot of countries we go to, they need mosquito nets. We'll send along ponchos to provide them with waterproofing. And then a toolkit. In here we've got an axe, a saw, pliers, rope, a hammer. Really the things that will help people get some of the wreckage that we see in Japan to begin to try and reconstruct their lives. And then in the bottom here we've got waterproof mats that people can sleep on and that complement the blankets that we've included. But probably the pièce de résistance is this baby here. This is a family-sized tent. It's the Rolls-Royce of shelter across the world. This was specially designed for shelter box. They're actually made in China, and we distribute these to families who need to replace their home. Our sole purpose really is to provide shelter, warmth and dignity for those who've lost hope more than anything else probably. And the emotion that you feel and you receive from people when you go into the field and give people this kit is just indescribable. It makes all the hours of all the volunteers across the world who are working hard to raise money to provide this kit really, really worthwhile.